Batibat is a vengeful demon, and as an Ilocano folklore, Batibat, or sometimes called bangungot, are demons who cause sudden death when asleep. Batibat takes form of a fat old woman that resides in trees. They hate humans and does not want it sleeping near its home. However, due to houses made of trees, Batibat often comes to the cut tree that is made into a support post for the house. When the person sleeps near the post, this made Batibat very angry, and once they are asleep, it turns into true form and attacks the person sleeping. Though it's not on the physical world that this demon attacked, it's on the dream world. The victim will be dreaming that something very heavy sits in their chest and was unable to move until they suffocate and die. There is no fighting chance on the dream world. One must wake up in order to stop the attack. Forcing your toes to wiggle or biting your tongue will woke the person up and will stop the attack. If you were experiencing sleep paralysis, this is a story made from those experiences. We know dragons and all that stuffs. Well, on the Philippines, there is this one dragon that can swallow the moon. Yes, that's one heck of a dragon. This dragon was actually a hybrid of a serpent. It is named Bakunawa. He lives within the ocean and will just rise to swallow the moon. Where's your dragon now? Filipinos believe that there are 7 moons that was created by Bathala. When the Bakunawa looked up in the sky, he was amazed by it, and at the same time it felt like it was a delicious milk. He rose up on the ocean up to the sky to swallow the moon whole, then back in the ocean again. The Filipinos prayed for Bathala to punish the said creature, but Bathala refuses. Instead, he instructed them to bang pots and puns to disturb the dragon. This made the Bakunawa spit the moon back in the sky. It is also believed that Bakunawa was the cause of eclipse back then. The Minokawa is another creature in the Philippine folklore, so large that it can devour the moon and even the sun. The Minokawa is very large. It has a beak of steel and his claws are hard as steel. His eyes are mirrors and every single feather is sharp as a sword. Long time ago, there is a great bird who rides the vast sky and swallowed the moon. The earth became a very dark place and this made them screaming, panicking, making all sorts of noises. The Minokawa heard those noises and looked down. As soon as he opened his mouth, the moon sprung out and ran away. Balbal is one of the Philippine goal and is also called Pusao. Balbal is a flesh-eating monster. It is part of the Aswang group in the Philippine folklore. Balbal's favorite meal is human corpse, be it in a cemetery or in the funeral. Due to their appetite, their breath smells like rotten meat. They have sharpened fingernails and sharp teeth that can tear into human flesh. Balbal would sneak into a house and snatch those corpses. Dying person is part of their meal too. Somehow, the dying person smells like a langka or jackfruit to them. Balbal also has an ability. Often they will replace the corpse they saw with a trunk of a banana tree. Somehow, this banana trunk will look like a person. Balbal made a huge impact on the Philippine culture. In the Philippines, the dead often give a week before it was buried. This is to give others, especially from other destinations, enough time to see their loved one. Family, relatives, and friends of the deceased would gather, often talking to each other or playing card games, and coffee is being served to keep the guests awake. This is a tradition way back on the oldest Filipino, before there were no electricity and Filipinos would build a fire singing and talking to keep themselves awake. This is due to the belief that the Balbal will take the body of the dead when no one is watching. In Greek mythology, we all know Minotaur, but in the Philippines, they have Sarangay. Sarangay is a half man and half bull, so basically it's just like the Minotaur. But this creature usually dwells in wilderness and would like to keep his privacy. Any trespassers will be killed. Unlike the Minotaur we all know, Sarangay has gems hanging on its ears. These gems are not the regular thing you see on the market. These gems contain powers. It is said that if you were able to snatch one gem on his ears, you'll have superpowers, but you'll be dead before you can get it. Like the bull creature, Sarangay has a bad temper and easily agitated. When one does, it emits smokes on its nose.